when Dave Umahi, His Excellency Dave Umahi was contesting for governorship. Despite the game Umahi played, I will tell you that spiritually, Ephraim Onoye contributed a lot. There was an initiation that happened.
Just to take your mind quickly before you go on.
Okay.
The issue of the babies.
Okay.
So what you're saying is that when people come to the church of Ephraim Onoye to tell the prophet that they are having issues having their own children, Ephraim Onoye arranges boys to sleep with these women, or that he gets children from other women.
No. He doesn't get children from anybody.
So he arranges people to sleep.
He has machineries that does that.
That sleeps with these women.
Yes,
get them pregnant.
Yes, he told me that I should be part of this night. I said no.
And then he will hang the same pregnancy on the husbands of the women.
Yes.
And the husbands will not be aware that these are not their children.
Why would they be aware when they know that this is what they have been looking for?
And then they will come back to church to give testimony.
The pictures are everywhere. Their testimonies calendar carries those things. You see them, this one 3, this one 2. They're in their ministry at All Saints Cathedral.
So I think at this point, if you're a husband to any of these women, you should consider DNA tests. You should consider doing a DNA test to be sure that you are the father of your children. Please go ahead. And these points like this, I will need you to elaborate on it so that our audience will properly understand it.
Okay.
Please go ahead. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is me again, K, the host of Cartridge Podcast, and today I have someone very exciting to watch in the studio. He came all the way. I wouldn't want to mention the state, for security reasons, but
yes,
he came from a very far place to the Cartridge Podcast studio today. And when he reached out, he told me that he has been very uncomfortable with some of the things he knows, some of the information he has about some of these false prophets. He himself is a prophet. His name is Prophet Oka Ndubisi. And he's here today to reveal a lot of secret. He's here to tell us how these people stage their miracles, their prophecies, and some of the atrocities they commit in the name of God on the altar that we are made to believe is holy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Prophet Oka. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
So before we begin, whenever we hear someone call himself apostle, prophet, and all of that big titles, people like me will become very suspicious of them. So tell us, how did you become a prophet? Was it a calling? Was there a proof? And do you still believe that you are a prophet?
Yes, I am a prophet. Not by maybe, there are some people that, because they are very close to a prophet, and tomorrow you see them answering that name prophet. Like when I was in Amasere, there was a lot of proof that shows that I'm a prophet. That was 2010 to 11. I was running a ministry, though I was also in Bible school, AG, Afikpo District Assemblies of God Church. So when I was there, I opened a ministry at Ezeke Primary School in Amasere. Afikpo North. Afikpo, it's now Afikpo local government. Before it was Afikpo North and South. It's now Afikpo local government. So while I was there, I had a lot of proof that shows that I'm a prophet. People in Amasere can testify. Even when I gave a prophecy concerning these ladies that sells Jackie. So when that accident came, that is part of my proof as a prophet. But something happened. I left that Amasere 2012, came to Abakaleke. So when I came to Abakaleke, because my mom is a teacher, so I was staying with her. That is at the back of Peace. I have forgotten these streets. I bet I will remember. So before then, after we lived in that area, then we had to pack down to Udeme's way. So that was where I met. In fact, what I came to testify. To me, I thought that I was angry with God, because what really happened, I was betrayed in Amasere. So I came down to Abakaleke. Yeah. There's one man they called Apostle Edward. He was at Hilltop Road. That's after Archie Street. That Hilltop Road after Archie Street.
Just a quick one.
Okay.
Before you go on.
Okay.
When did you realize that you were a prophet? Did you get a sign from God? Did you hear God's voice, or you saw him in a vision or in a dream? And I want you to give us a background, because everyone, this is Car Truth Podcast.
Okay.
So when you come here, we want to understand whatever you say you are. We want to understand how it came to be.
Okay.
So that our audience can form an opinion.
Okay.
From what you tell them.
Okay.
So tell us how that calling came to be.
Okay.
Did you just wake up one morning and realize that whenever you say something that it comes to pass? And also tell us, have you ever said something that did not come to pass? And do you have any just whispers in your mind that some of the things you've said that come to pass were just mere predictions, or you are convinced beyond every reasonable doubt that they were truly prophecies?
Okay. Let me start from here. It was through vision that I realized that I am a prophet. And then when Reverend Uchume was Uchume, I don't know of now, that was 2007. Reverend Ago invited him at Assemblies of God Church, Afikbo, Amache. That is, yes, Upanamechara, yes. Assemblies of God Church, that is the headquarters. So when he came, he also gave prophecy of my calling. Then I was seeking for admission into university. I wrote JAM many times, but there was no results. Before I saw in a dream where I was just praying with people, then that dream was a cripple. So I was telling the cripple what really caused his problem. After telling him, God used me that dream, in that revelation, to make the cripple walk. So those stubbornness did not allow me to bend down and then focus. But in terms of being a prophet, I am convinced. I'm not an evangelist. I am not a pastor. I'm not an apostle. I'm not a bishop. I am a prophet. Though, as far as you are a Christian, we all are evangelists. But there are people that owns that office. That's just it.
Great. Okay, now let's quickly go into the journey. All right. So tell us the journey, the experience, some of the things you want to reveal to us. The platform is all yours. Take it up, and please don't hold anything back. And I must warn you, whatever you want, stay here, ensure that it is the truth.
Yeah.
We are ambassadors of truth. We don't like scripted stories.
No.
We have been able to survive this long because we hold proof to everything we do at Cartridge Podcast, and we always dare people to take us to court if they feel they've been defamed or lied against. So whatever you're going to share with us today, ensure that it is the truth, and it's a conviction from the bottom of your heart. And these are things that if you're called upon tomorrow, you can still boldly say it anywhere and point to proof and fact. So please go ahead.
Okay, like I said before, there was a man who hosted a program. His name is then Apostle Edward. Edward hosted hosted Onoye, Ephraim Onoye.
Reverend Ephraim Onoye.
Reverend Ephraim Onoye, and then Evangelist Prince Okoroma. Two of them were the guest speaker. And then the theme of that program was Who Covered Your Face?
Who covered your face?
Yes, that was the theme of the program. Then when I returned from Amasiri, I started driving bike. I was angry with myself and also God, because of the betrayal I faced at Amasiri. One of my boys betrayed me. So I came down to Abakaleke. I was not going to church anymore. Every Sunday, I will climb mountain. When I discovered that the church had dismissed, I will come down with my bike, start driving bike. So I saw that poster. And then I have seen Evangelist Prince Okoroma in Amasiri. And then I saw what God used him and do. So because of him, I decided to attend that program. There was a girl that I was friending then by name Julian Oko. She was sick. She was with me in my family house. So we attended that program. My mom was there. My senior sister was in that program, including me, and then in fact, my family, all of them were there, apart from my younger brother. So when we got to that program, what I saw, to me, it was real. But it was later I discovered that all those things were stories. Ephraim Onoye came to that program. He was the guest speaker, the first guest speaker. He ministered only but one day. He called me out, not by name. He just came and picked me from where I was sitting. He told me about my call. He told me what really happened at Amasiri, that he saw me with a mic. While I was holding that mic, somebody came from the back and collected the mic from me. So, and then if you check very well, this is a little what happened. I was betrayed. So it's part of betrayal. So he said to me, I have a call that I should not come to Abakaleke yet until he's done with politicians. My mom witnessed, everybody who was in that meeting saw or had.
That you should not come until he's done with politicians. So he was dealing with politicians.
He was dealing with them. So he said I should, work with him.
This was it during Dave Umahi?
Dave Umahi was a deputy governor.
During Elechi?
During Elechi. Dave Umahi was still a deputy governor. This thing that I'm saying happened 2013. 2013. So the way he said it was like funny. He just said it in a funny way. We just laughed over it, and then I smiled. Then I started working with him. That was when I discovered a lot of secrets. A lot.
So you started working with Ephraim
Onoye, yes. Together with Evangelist Sunday. And then one other young man they called Fire. He's at Kaliki. Yes. So these are the people I met in Ephraim Onoye ministry, where he was still at what they call this place? I will remember.
In the Anglican Church.
Anglican Church.
All Saints
Cathedral, yes.
I remember.
Also, he was still evangelist under them. That time, people that comes to that place, we know me a little. He called me Woka Figbo. That is the name he called me, Woka Figbo. Onoye himself called me Woka Figbo because I was one of, that is, should I say, the only Afikbo man that was working with him. Then. That was the reason he was calling me Woka Figbo. So there are some certain things I know about Onoye. Let me start from here. If Onoye can tell himself the truth, Onoye is not a man of God. Onoye is a smoker. I have seen him severally smokes. I'm coming to that area. And then nobody that has ever worked with Onoye has peace of mind up to date. Let that person, I challenge anyone that has worked with Onoye, and then you can boldly say that you have peace of mind. Nobody. There's one young man called Evangelist Sunday. His ministry is at Chuku Street. In Abakaleke. Before international markets. That is where his ministry is. Chuku Street. In there in Abakaleke. That young man, he tried so much to kill that young man. When that young man decamped, he wanted to start his own ministry. Even Onoye gave me poison to give to the young man because he discovered, I'm telling you the truth, he discovered that I was too close to Sunday.
Onoye gave you poison
to give Sunday because I was close.
What was the poison like?
To me, I don't know. He just gave me a substance that I know full well that I'm close with. It was inside his car. He gave me that. Know full well that I am close to Sunday. That this is what I should do for him. I should just, maybe his water or his food. I was afraid not to collect it because inside his car he has a gun. Onoye patrol with guns inside his car when he was in Abakaleke. So I collected it, but I didn't do it. Then he called me and said, have I done it? I said that I'm still planning to do it. So when I discovered that the call was too much, I told him that yes, I have achieved the good. I have done it. But God bear me witness, I didn't do it. Because Evangelist Sunday is an innocent. And then that young man has a call. And then, in fact, he's genuinely called. Let me put it in that way. So I can't see the reason why I should put my hand in effort. That one apart. Another thing I discovered about Ephraim Onoye has a lot of women he kept. Even he told me himself. You know, that time there was miracles, people coming to the church. Once you are buried, you come there, triple, and then you see people giving birth to twins. I can beat my chest and say part of the pregnancy Onoye cost them. I can beat my chest.
Onoye caused some of the pregnancy.
Yes.
Like Onoye impregnated those barren women.
Yes. I can beat my chest on this. Because why I say so? He wanted to connect me to one lady that I would be sleeping with. That woman was seeking for a fruit of womb. He was seeking for the fruit of womb. He told me that there is a woman. He didn't mention the name of the person. That there is a woman that I will be meeting. I said, how? That is what they do. So, but the mistake I made was I never asked him who does those things. I said, you said this is what you people do here. I don't understand. I said, okay. That was still 2013, but I left that 2013 to Enugu. My mom took me to one man one pastor in Enugu who came and carried me to Enugu. But I was still working with Onoye. I was no longer in Abakaleke with him to 2014 when Dave Umahi, His Excellency Dave Umahi was contesting for governorship. Despite the game Umahi played, I will tell you that spiritually, Ephraim Onoye contributed a lot. There was an initiation that happened.
Just to take your mind quickly before you go on.
Okay.
The issue of the babies.
Okay.
So what you're saying is that when people come to the church of Ephraim Onoye to tell the prophet that they are having issues having their own children, Ephraim Onoye arranges boys to sleep with these women, or that he gets children from other women.
No. He doesn't get children from anybody.
So he arranges people to sleep.
He has machineries that does that.
That sleeps with these women.
Yes,
get them pregnant.
Yes, he told me that I should be part of this night. Said no.
And then he will hang the same pregnancy on the husbands of the women.
Yes.
And the husbands will not be aware that these are not their children.
Why would they be aware when they know that this is what they have been looking for?
And then they will come back to church to give testimony.
The pictures are everywhere. Their testimonies calendar carries those things. You see them. This one 3, this one 2. They're in the ministry at All Saints Cathedral.
So I think at this point, if you're a husband to any of these women, you should consider DNA tests. You should consider doing a DNA test to be sure that you are the father of your children. Please go ahead. And these points like this, I will need you to elaborate on it so that our audience will properly understand it.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Yes, in that Onoye ministry, we were part of prayer group. That evangelist Sunday was our leader in that prayer group. And then the law there is that whenever you see a vision, you don't give it out. You come back to Onoye and tell him what you see on someone's head. So maybe on a normal program, maybe he's hosting, that is the normal program he normally hold. So the information you have given, maybe the information, that is the vision you see on someone's head, you relate it to him. He now use it as the Lord reveal it to him. Instead of him telling the person or telling the audience that this is what one of my boys or one of the prayer group person said that the Lord revealed to him or her. So you don't dare give any revelation to anybody in Ephraim Onoye ministry. It's a taboo. It's a taboo. So you don't reveal anything. Based on what I said is pure truth. Pure truth. Anytime, anywhere, I can say it and again and again. He told me inside his car. He told me. Okay, look at this one. Chioma by name. I lost her contact. I would have, if I know that this opportunity will come, I would have kept those records. I would have secured the memory card I used and recorded the girl. Because I told the girl, this thing you're telling me, if I should record you, I hope it will not be a sin. She said that I am free. I put my phone on record and she was telling me her experience with Ephraim Onoye. That Ephraim Onoye got her pregnant. At the end, she put to bed and then gave the child to Ephraim Onoye. Ephraim Onoye paid her 300,000.
Ephraim got her pregnant.
Yes.
She carried the pregnancy, gave birth to the child, and then handed over the child to Ephraim Onoye.
Yes.
In exchange for 300,000 naira.
Yes. That Chioma is not even the only one.
So what does he do with these children? Is it that it's the same children that he hands over to some of those women that are unable to conceive in his church, or he does something else with these children?
Well, I cannot say what I don't know about this. All that I know is that to me, if a Monoye has answer to those questions, what he does with those children. But to me, I don't think he hand those children to those women looking for the fruit of womb. I don't think so. If a Monoye is satanic, to be honest with you, if a Monoye is not a man of God, he is not. That young man, don't go there. Don't go there. Do you know that most of the youths that work with His Excellency Umahi was initiated at Deputy Governor's quarter?
The boys that worked for Dave
Umahi, Ephraim Onoye initiated them at Deputy Governor quarter, this Gulf in Abakaliki. When Umahi was
governor was Kelechi Igwe.
No. When Umahi was a deputy governor under Elechi.
Oh, okay.
Yes, under Elechi. This thing happened 2014. I was in that ground. I don't want to talk about how the initiation was.
Please, I need you to talk about it because we want to understand if the initiation was just a religious ceremony.
It was not. It was
of
not.
course, Christians can swear with Bible.
No. There was nothing like Bible there. There was nothing like Bible there. There was nothing like Bible there. God help me.
No, please go ahead.
There was nothing like Bible there. That initiation comes that if tomorrow you go back not supporting Umahi, what you see, you take. Yes. They keep a casket. That is the akbati. You will cross.
An empty casket?
Yes. Yes. Ephraim Onoye was brain behind it. That's mandate, divine mandate. You know, the government of Umahi was divine mandate.
Yes.
That
was the mantra.
Yes, that was Ephraim Onoye gave Umahi's government as divine mandates. Same 2015.
Was this why Ephraim Onoye was later appointed as was an appointment given to him by the Dave Umahi's administration? There was an appointment given
to him. As divine mandate pastors. I'm coming to that area.
Okay.
I'm coming to that area. Then 2015, we did a rally. It was like a prayer rally. Ephraim Onoye was putting on white, but it was only we that was close. Ephraim Onoye was not wearing slippers nor shoe. He was, how did they call it? He was just walking with barefoot around Abakaliki, spiritually handing over Abakaliki to Umahi. He was not wearing shoe. So we were just going around praising God, as rally, as rally. But Ephraim Onoye used us to achieve his goal with Ephraim Onoye, with Dave Umahi. When Dave Umahi won that election, the only thing he can do to for Ephraim Onoye was to appoint him as a divine mandate pastors leader. He was their chairman, all the pastors in Ebonyi State. In fact, to me, I always tell some pastors, those who were in that divine mandate, because we had what they call divine mandate pastors in Abakaliki. Umahi was paying them, Umahi was doing them well, but Ephraim Onoye used almost all the pastors in Abakaliki as a money ritual. Why did I say so? When Umahi pushed money to him, to the what group?
To the divine mandate
pastors. Ephraim Onoye will give them peanuts, a letter. Those divine mandate pastors can bear me witness of what I am saying. None of them can boldly say that they benefited much while they were in that divine-minded pastors group. Even when you are not careful, I don't know how to say this, but let me just say it here. When you are not careful working with Ephraim Onoye has this way of bringing you out, dry you, then push you out. He will make sure that he useless you before he push you out. That is Ephraim Onoye for you. That is Ephraim Onoye for you. So, divine-minded pastors can testify on this area. Okay, look at 2018? Before the election time, he had an issue with Umahi. Can you remember?
Yes.
What was the problem? He went to Umahi and told His Excellency that I didn't see you sitting on that seat.
For the second time.
For the second time. So Umahi was provoked. He slapped him and walked him out of his office. Okay. I paid you to see vision for me. I was not expecting this kind of vision.
And of course, just probably Umahi is aware that he's not, Umahi was having doubt that he's not a genuine man of God.
No, Umahi knew what they are doing now. Umahi knows. Because for him to initiate people, does that shows he's a man of God? So for you to come back, let me just put myself as Umahi. For you to come back and tell me that you are not seeing me as the governor next 10. But if I had a gun, I will shoot you. Because that is not what I paid you for. I paid you even though why the road is not clear.
Make it clear.
Make it clear. That is what I paid you for. And that is the reason why I made you the pastors of all pastors in Ebonyi State. That was, in fact, Ephraim Onoye gained a lot. He slapped Ephraim Onoye and walked him out of his office. Within a few hours, Umahi gave order that his church and then the school should be closed.
I remember then.
Yes. Ephraim Onoye ran out from Ebonyi State. He left Ebonyi State to nowhere. But the place he went to hide was Adoration Ministry in Enugu.
At Mbaka
Ministry.
Oh.
That is where he went to hide himself. That 2018. 2018, 2019, this thing happened. 2018, 2019, this thing happened. Then finally he came back to Ebonyi. But how did he come back? He met His Excellency Sam Egu. Because that place is ministries at that opposite this hotel, Edward Hotel.
Yes. My 50 road.
My 50 road. The land is owned by His Excellency Sam Egu.
Okay.
Yes, so he met Sam Egu to plead on his behalf. At the end, Sam Egu followed him to Umahi's office because he cannot go alone. And then why he came to that, why security allowed him
was because of Sam
Egu. So when they got there, he knelt down and pleaded with Dave Umahi. So, and then Dave Umahi only forgive him because of the man he came with.
Because of Sam Egu.
So anybody telling you that Ephraim Onoye is genuine, he's a smoker, he has many girlfriends, many people he both the ones he raped, both the ones he rented apartment. One thing about him is that when he got you pregnant, he will rent apartment for you. It will be a contract. He will rent apartment for you and keep you there. He will be feeding you, taking care of you. So that's just it. When you deliver,
you hand over the child.
Hand over, he will pay you off.
And no one has been able to truly understand what it does with those children.
Yes. This man they called.
Now, just before you move on,
okay,
you are letting us know that Reverend Ephraim Ononye, is Reverend or is he Bishop?
He's Reverend, according to him.
Reverend Ephraim Ononye, you're letting us know that he's not a genuine man of God.
He's not.
But earlier in your statement, you told us how he gave you prophecy.
Yes.
And the prophecy was semi-accurate. It was a hint of what truly happened in your life.
Okay.
So can you tell us how he was able to do that?
My dear, devil sees more than you.
And also, I need you to also talk about the miracles. You said you walked with him. Some of the miracles that has happened in his church, are they genuine miracles? And
I cannot say much about that one because my interest was not there. That's why I cannot say much. Even there was one man that died. I don't know if that death was really dead or it was cooked. I was part of the people that was in that room praying for the person to come back to life. At the end, the person came back to life. So maybe I hear that there is injection they normally give to them. Maybe the injection has not, take off from the person's body. So I can't tell about that one, but these are the ones I can talk about. His miracle is what I cannot say. But I want to let you know that demon sees, Satan sees. Yes.
Do you know why he left All Saints? He was a reverend in Anglican Church.
No, he was not a reverend. He was an evangelist.
Oh, he was an evangelist in All Saints.
All Saints Cathedral, yes.
There was a time I heard that they had issues.
Issues, yes. That issue is based on this there was a lot of reports. So they first suspended him. At the end, they returned him back. So before they now asked him to go. So it's all about all this being fake or not being fake, keeping women around, all those things. That's just it. And then his first son is embassy. Your first son. So I will not say that he has used the person or he has used the son or he has not used the son. Only him knows what he had done to that young man. I can't say that because I wasn't there. I met that young man as an embassy. That's how I met him. So
interesting.
Yeah. So
apart from Ephraim Ononye, are there other people?
If I begin to mention them now.
Please mention. Go ahead. Mention. We need to liberate a lot of people. Go ahead. Explode.
The same that Abakaleke, I mentioned one Apostle Edward, who is now a bishop.
In Abakaleke.
He has left that Hitop Road by Archie Junction. He's no longer there now. He's at the back of Native Restaurant. He's at the
Do you remember the name of his church?
Yes. I will. Triumphant. That is the name of his church. Triumphant Ministry. So he invited the same program I am talking about that Ephraim Ononye ministered. Then Prince Okoroma came and then ministered. At the end of that program, I want to say what I saw at the end of the program. This Bishop Onyagoziri was came on that Sunday.
Of Champions Cathedral.
Yes. Bishop Imo Joshua at Imo State. He was in that program. That Sunday, the end of the program. They came with a cripple, somebody who was using a wheelchair. That is this stick wheelchair. So, while they do their things after preaching, Bishop Imo and then Bishop Onyagoziri team hand, and then held Apostle Edward and said, "We are giving you power. We give you power. Go and heal. Whatever thing you say must happen." They talk and talk. Bam!
The cripple
He moved. No, he moved.
Okay.
That is Edward moved. I met one boy they brought. But do you know what God did that day? There was a real cripple man in that meeting. That was what really God just punished them. There was a real cripple man that was in that service, but they only healed the missionary they brought. The one they brought. So me then I never knew what was happening. No. But to me, when I was going, I said, does it mean that God cannot heal the other one? Why must it be only one person?
And maybe the faith of the other one was not.
It's not all about faith. It's all about the game they played. This is not faith. This has nothing to do with faith. So they said, we give you power, we do this, blah, 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 blah. He left, as sometimes when in my village, when they consulted the gods and then empowered the gods will move by force. That was how Edward moved by force and went and held the other one. Started praying. That one was doing what he was paid for. At the end, he said, I am healed. He lifted the
crutches.
The crutches, the stick one. He lifted, said, I can now walk, whatever. But the other one, I personally went and
brought the real crippled.
They prayed and prayed, nothing happened. But do you know what the funny thing that happened? That's Edward ministry. Their neighbor normally park, some of their neighbor that has a car normally park. So one of them wanted to go out. So it was Onyago's remoto, Bishop Onyago's remoto blocked the person. And then when they brought the number, it happened that it was Onyago's car. And then he was with Mike. So there is no how he can leave and then drive his car out from, for that person to go. I went and collected the key to drive the car out. When I entered Onyago's motor, what I saw inside that car, I saw charm, these native pots at the back of his car. In fact, I was so shocked. My body was no longer there. If not that I am a man, let me just put it in that way, I would have screamed. I have to shift the car for that person to go. I parked, I returned the key. That was when I discovered that these men are not what we think of.
But what if the charm is something he liberated from one family? Maybe he went and harvested charm in one family.
And
he's taking it to a place where he will destroy it.
No, his car is a place where they store charms. Yes, it's a place where they store charms. So it was only one charm. So he now installed charms in his car. That's just it. So what I saw what I saw was real. He didn't go to any family though I have not known him then. That my first time of meeting was in that meeting. Including Bishop Imo. The other one is another demon. Bishop Imo. Same this Edward hosted David Elijah. This his new place. That was, if I'm not mistaken, 2 or 3 years ago, or 2 years ago. I was still in Abakaliki.
I've heard that David Elijah is one of the most dangerous prophets in the southeast.
Dangerous in which way?
Not in anointing, but dangerous in all kinds of atrocities.
Okay, let me share a little about. There's one man in Africa. Then we were still following. I have followed men of God, sir. I have followed men of God. There's one in Africa, Evangelist Highset Jeffa Ministry. That is the name of the ministry. Jeffa Ministry. Highset Okechukwu. This man, whenever he need money, he hosts both Uchume. Uchume is very good in collecting.
Yeah, he's good in collecting.
He's good. He's very good. If you need money, just host him. He can come with prophecy, read prophecy, and then give you what you want.
Not real prophecy.
To me.
It's fake prophecy. It's fake prophecy. I'm saying it's fake prophecy because I know him personally.
Okay.
So,
so what am I trying to say? He hosted this David Elijah. That time we never know anything. We were still boy in ministry. That place was a mountain. We went there. That was where the program was hosted. So David Elijah came.
You said the program was hosted in a mountain?
Yes. This secondary school, I will remember it beside police station.
Which state is that?
Ebonyi State, Afikpo.
Oh, okay.
Afikpo. I will remember this school. That my girlfriend went to that school. I will Juliana went to that school.
Just continue. You can remember later.
He came the first day and preached. He gave prophecy, talk, and asked everybody to come with a prayer point. So when we came with that prayer point, the next day, he brought out his hanky and then romanced the papers. There's the prayer request. Fire came up. We started hailing. We came up with this song.
Who did you say did this song?
David Elijah.
Okay.
We started singing this song. God of Elijah,
send down fire. God of Elijah, send down fire.
We never knew
Elijah.
It was
why did you end this song short? I'm beginning to enter the spirit realm.
So we were all singing this song. God of Elijah has already sent down fire. In my lifetime, this is my first time of seeing such things. What happened at in the Bible happened in my presence. So all the prayer points catch fire. It was later I discovered that there is a chemical they always use on those hanky that brought out that fire. But if I will say much, I will say a lot today. So this David Elijah came to that Edward program. He was wearing this abada. He removed the abada. Use scissors. Start piecing the abada. Once you use it, keep it in your house. You will see miracle. Whatever thing you put your hand, it will prosper. Whatever thing you do, all these things, 100,000, 50,000. My brother, people were coming out to get a piece of
the abada. Anointed abada.
Anointed one.
Miracle making abada.
Money making abada. People were coming to get those. I didn't say I was told. I was in that meeting. My own is that I always like to witness. And none of them has ever used me for all this jega of a thing. I know jega is real. I have seen it. Even when what everything that wisdom said here was pure truth. Pure truth.
Oh, you watched that podcast?
Yeah. That was most of the thing that pushed me to
come out.
I said, if in Nigeria we believe when someone starts something, others will follow.
The courage
will come. Though I have been having this urge to do this. Even sometimes I use my phone, my Facebook, and push out some certain things. But when you don't have followers, that is how it will just. You will only have 2 or 3 or 4 person comment. That is the end. So, but all these men, we know what they are doing. There's one here in Abuja. They called him Chooks. This one they normally says Mama Tony. I don't know whether you normally watch. They call him Chooks Ojenamo.
Chooks Ojenamo. There are so many of them. There are just so many of them. Is he that big?
No, it's fair.
Like, is it that he has a big ministry?
Jesus, he has a big ministry.
Chooks Ojenamo.
Yes.
We'll find out. We'll Google it.
That one. That one is a homo. I have hosted him twice.
In your church?
Yeah. One was that was 2017 December. I hosted him. When I hosted him, he came. Then he came with missionaries. I didn't know because I hosted him at my friend's church.
In case you don't know, these missionaries, I don't know why the word missionary jega is their coded language. In case you don't understand it, when he says missionary, it means people who were paid to come and stage miracles and prophecies, hired actors. So for your better understanding, please.
We have film actors, and then we also have church actors.
Miracle actors.
Miracle actors. So while those men were coming, the first day he to me, I never knew that these things were decay. The first, sometimes before, let me just say this thing. When you host a man of God, maybe all these popular men of God, they will first of all send their missionaries to your church to get informations.
Ahead of time.
That is correct. Even to the point of them knowing the hotel you want to lodge them. Because why they want to know the hotel? So that if they are coming with their babies,
they will know how to
corner the person.
Meander.
Yes. Yes. So I never knew that he had already sent missionaries to come and ask questions.
In your church?
No, in my friend church at Jesomba, at the back of Jesomba. I will remember he has been my old friend, but for years we have not been communicating because of Ojenamo, what that young man did. So breached my friendship with that young man. So he thought that I am also involved on what happened. He thought that I was involved, but true, God knows that I don't know anything about it. Then the second day, the missionaries he were coming with, police arrested them.
Away.
So when they called him, the police arrested them. He said, that was when he now reviewed everything to me. He said that people that are coming, his boys that are coming, I didn't ask him, what are these boys coming to do? He said that these are the boys, both the ones he did yesterday, that I'm talking about that day of that period of that program. The miracles he did. What was the miracle? He came with olive oil, and then he said that he want to use that medium to say the olive oil. That this young man has not been the manhood has not been standing. It's funny that the manhood has not been standing. That he will use this olive oil on this boy
to wake the
manhood up.
to wake the mbarago.
So at the end, he rubbed it. He gave the young man, said to the young man, rub it. The young man rubbed it. The thing stood. The church everywhere.
Went agog.
That was how he sold that olive oil. So when they arrested these people, there were two they arrested. He said that he will not go because police are looking for him. I said, sir, how? He's hearing me. He said, police are looking for him. I asked him, how? He said that I will not understand. That there is a one woman that he duped with prophecy and collected money. The woman is now threatening him. Even sometimes, if number is ringing, number that he does not save, he doesn't pick it. So sometimes he will ask me to pick the call to know who is talking. Even that time I wanted to print a poster. He said, no need of poster.
So that people will not know that he's coming there.
Yes, no need of poster. It was the second one that he did the poster by himself. Excuse me. So, when
some of these posters, you still have access to any of them?
Yes, I have one.
Let us send them to us, please.
No problem. I have one. So, at the end, I didn't go by myself. I have to contact people that I know very well. They went, and then at the end, before they could even get there, those boys has already been released. So they came back. But do you know that he left before the program? That people are monitoring, that is tracking his number. He left and carried some of the money that we realized in that program. That even that my friend thought that I know what was happening. He never knew that I don't know anything about it. That was what happened 2017. 2018, I hosted him. But before I talk about hosting him on that 2018, I want to talk about how a man of God took me to a place. These people, they call them black prophets.
Black prophets?
Yes. There will be a stage you will get to, you have rank. And that is why...
Please, make sure that his voice is audible. This is a very important part.
So, these black prophets, when I was chatting with a man of God, he's late. Commander.
Oh, thank God.
Abba. I was chatting with him. Then I was opportuned. Precious hosted him a program at Fabricated. This motherless baby. There's one hall. They call it
yes,
something like that. He hosted him there. She hosted thank God Abba. So I was opportuned to meet him one-on-one. He said that this is a group of pastors, that what they do there is to help one another. So he never told me anything about this thing. I said, okay.
Who was telling you this thing? Thank God.
Thank God Abba.
Was telling you that this is a group of prophets that helps one another.
Yes. I would say may his soul rest in peace. I don't know whether the soul is resting in peace. So. I don't know. Because he was killed.
Yes.
He was shocked. So this thing happened at 2018. This thing that I'm saying, my mom is aware. But my mom don't know where I have gone to. So when it was time for me to go there, I went there. Never knew that whenever you are bringing somebody to a deceit, you will come with a fowl.
A fowl?
Yes. There's already a fowl in that place. So when I got there, so if I begin to talk about men of God that I met there, you will ask yourself how many remains. You will ask yourself. That is why sometimes when you are not part of them, they can host you a program.
We want you to mention the names of the people you met there. Because okay. People need to be aware.
It's okay. So, let me finish the experience. Then, when they took me inside, a fowl was brought. The old man asked me a question if I'm aware. So he was just saying whatever thing he asked me, I should just shake it. I should say I'm aware. The old man squeezed the head of the fowl.
This old man, is he like a native doctor or is another prophet?
No. He's a native doctor. He squeezed the head of the fowl and put his hand and get the heart of that fowl. The heart, and gave me to swallow. My brother, I swallowed immediately. Everything about me changed.
You swallowed it?
What will I do? My life is no longer safe. Will I scream? Who will hear my voice there? If I say I will not do, who will hear my voice? If I'm killed there, what will happen? Who knows where I was going? Nobody knows. So I have to dance to their tune. At least to come back to live their life. So when I swallow it, to me I thought it's just a mere something. I didn't know that there is power and that. But then everything about me scatter. My life, even what they gave to me, I can't. Sir, I gave out my mother's land just because I'm looking for money. Even the money, the man in question, the idiot himself, is now claiming the ownership of that land. The man that I said, please, I need money. He said, what will I use? I should use my mother's land because my mother's land is very close to his own land. So I said, okay. I went and got the papers, or it was by, that is the very written note, not typed.
Yeah.
So I gave him. When it was time for us to go and reclaim the land, he said that I sold the land to him.
Anyway.
Yes. So he gave me money. I bought ram from Abakaliki to Delta State.
For the ritual?
Yes.
So the ritual was not completed in Abakaliki?
It was not in Abakaliki. Even all this while I went there, it was not in Abakaliki.
Okay, the foul one was not even in Abakaliki.
It was not in Abakaliki.
It was in Delta State.
Yes. It was not even in Abakaliki. Then, by then, I was trying to meet up their demands. Even they gave me at the process of getting doing their incantation, a chain came out. A chain. That chain is a chain that will be telling me things about people, because I will wear it. Then that chain, if I am looking at you, that chain will be, as far as my mind is where you are, that chain will be telling me things about you. And then whatever thing I assumed in my heart is what you are going through. I don't know whether you get it now. So, and then the policy of that chain is that you have to keep it. You get this bowel, what this thing they used to do my that has cover.
Yeah.
Maybe you get one, or this ice cream cover you can get and wash it, then put salt. You'll be keeping that chain. You don't keep it anyhow. You keep it with that salt. That salt is what gives, that retains the power,
the potency of the chain.
Yes. Then when that chain, I couldn't maintain it because I came back with it. Then when I went back, they said that there's one step that remaining. I was afraid of that step. They didn't tell me the step. That was when I said to the man, this is not what you told me. He said I must complete the step if I really want to be a man, or I will face the music. At the end, I didn't, because I was afraid of losing my daughter. I love that girl so much, my daughter. That time she was just a year, it wasn't up to a year. So I was afraid maybe they would ask of my daughter, or the girl that is Juliana Oko. Then when this Juliana Oko visited, I was
that last step, what was it?
They didn't tell me. They didn't tell me the last step. They didn't tell me the last step. But the date they gave me for that step, I didn't go. I didn't go. Sir, what they gave me, the soup they gave me to be taking my bites, I went and hid it in my kitchen. I went and hid it in my kitchen. I don't know what pushed that girl to go and see that. The soup. And then what was other things. Instead of this girl to call me, that is the problem I'm still having with her to tomorrow.
That your girlfriend?
Yes. Instead of her to call me, she went and called my mother, who is a prayer warrior.
Try.
My mom came, start kabashing, start praying. My dear, I nearly run mad, because that thing was not just ordinary. My mother prayed and prayed and prayed. Where I was, I felt something is leaving me. So I came back. I didn't see that thing again. She told me that, my mother was there. This is what they found. I denied that. I don't know anything about that. Up to now, my mom don't know that. I know something about that
soap.
So that charm she destroyed. Because it's not ordinary soap. It's a charm. Then immediately, I went back to see that chain. The chain disappeared. I didn't see that chain again. In the night, they came with a letter. A python vomited a letter to me.
A python?
Am I telling you? I'm not telling you a story.
You saw a python?
I saw a python while I was running my ministry at Gilbert Street, in Abakaliki. Number 7 Gilbert Street. That was where my ministry was.
A python appeared
after even that my girl collapsed because she felt the incident. When she came back, she was asking me what really happened. I denied. I said, I don't know what happened. The python gave me a letter. That letter contained with snake, dry snake, dried one. That if I don't come and do what is necessary, what I supposed to do, that they give me 72 hours, that is 3 days, to come and finish up. If not, that this dry python, this dry snake, will come back to life and bite me to death. Madness or whatever will happen. My brother, within that time, if you see me, people who was in my, that is those people that was my member then, will discover that their pastor was no longer their pastor. Because I was, even though if I see you, I will even pass. Because I was waiting for my death. It's either madness or, as they said, that will happen to them or not me. So I was just walking around. Sometimes I will go mountain. Sometimes I will, in the night I will come down to Sperindo because that place was a busy place. I say, if the python want to bite me, let the python come where people can see it and know, and they can tell what killed me. That was what was in my mind. I started walking like someone who, even I forgot to barb my hair because they took my senses away. I was no longer with myself.
Are you sure you were not already having symptoms of madness that made you to start imagining things like python for me?
No. There was nothing like madness. Then, no. You can't tell me what I saw. And then you can't tell me what I met there. I met power. I carried them more than 2 times from Abakaliki
to that place.
More than 2 times. More than 2 times. Even sometimes if I'm coming to peace transport, that is where I normally entered. I will tell the driver, please don't on your AC. Animals are not good with AC. I said, please don't on AC because of this. I will pay extra money. Then at the end, there was one girl called Favor Tolo. She suggested to me that we should go to adoration in Baka. I said, it's a good idea. The other one that was in the house don't know what I am going through. Ministry, I was no longer going. Within that period, this thing happened. My members, that they can testify on this. This thing happened 2018. And then that time I was planning to run for House of Assembly. So that vision died in my hand, that 2018. So, while we were going to, I and that Favor, almost the last day, while we were going to adoration, she brought her things, few clothes, and then I also put my own clothes. Do you know that we were on the road, traveling from Abakaliki to Enugu? When we got to Enugu, both my bag, whatever thing I used my money and bought, disappeared. Her own was kept on top of boot without a bag. The spirit just took away my things and then left her things.
So his spirit ransacked your bag, stole everything.
I said they monitored me. They were good. In fact, they really monitored me. But one thing I said to God, if on my own I decided to go there, let this consume me. But if I went there for me to be helped in ministry, I think they said that this is a place where men of God help themselves. You see, Pastor Chris, Dr. Chris, Liberation Ministry is a son to this Tango Dabam. Most of them, I saw them there. I saw him there.
Pastor Chris Okafor.
Okafor. I saw him there. Sorry.
The black prophet.
The black prophets. Most of them has graduated. They are now white prophets.
Oh, they have stages.
They have stages, sir.
Black prophets, white prophets.
Yes, sir. When you come to that level, Igila, white prophet.
Joshua Ngila,
white prophet.
He's now almost like the grandfather. They also have red prophets.
I don't know that one.
Maybe.
You know, they have group by group.
The stage by rank by rank.
Rank by that area, but other, like this O.C. Benjamin, you people were discussing about. He has his own group. They have their own. When he had his birthday, they came.
Yeah, there was a time we exposed him. The first time we exposed him, all of them gathered.
They came
at Champions Cathedral.
Apart from that one, that after that's his birthday service, we all went. I went there with my boss. We went there. We saw them. Even the people that I never knew that they are among them, I saw them. They wear the same clothes. They came. You may see them as friends. Maybe he titled them what they call this. Maybe you want to do a wedding.
Committee of friends.
They came. This O.C. Benjamin you people were talking about. O.C. Benjamin is not what even wisdom did not even know O.C. Benjamin. I met O.C. Benjamin, that was 2005, 26. He has a boss called Prophet Isa Muhammad.
Yes. He used to work with Isa Muhammad.
He was second in command in Isa Muhammad. Even that place is running his ministry now. Was given to Isa Muhammad. When Isa hosted a program through one of my Oga by name Reverend Simon, his nanlet, he was the one who brought Isa. During the program, I acted like a Papa Lolo. I was a Papa Lolo in that during the rally of the program. At this Senator Obinoba Hotel in Abakaliki. That is where he lodged. That was my first time of seeing O.C. Benjamin.
That was, is it Salt Spring?
Salt Spring, it should be.
Or Salt Lake. Which one is Obinoba's? Salt Lake. Okay, yeah, Salt Lake.
Okay. So, at the end, a little while I started hearing rumors that Isa Muhammad was kidnapped. They kidnapped him. They kidnapped him and he was they killed him. They tied him. Then it wasn't up to 2 weeks. 2-3 weeks, O.C. Benjamin bought the car that belongs to Isa.
I remember
the bosses.
Morano.
And bosses. He removed Isa Muhammad pictures and put his own. Isa wanted to come to Amasri that period. O.C. Benjamin removed the posters, immediately changed his own poster. Now, if his hand is very clean.
And started carrying hair like Isa.
Now, tell me, if such a man's hand is very clean, your guy died, and then his corpse have not been seen. Why are you so in a hurry to change everything? To claim the ownership of the ministry. So that is my first. To me, I'm suspected.
You know, I remember because there was during that period, police people came from Abuja here to Abakaliki and arrested O.C. Benjamin.
Okay.
Brought him to Abuja here. I don't know how that case died till today.
I said, O.C. Benjamin has gone far. O.C. Benjamin has gone far. Even there was even one of my neighbor there by name, okay. They paid him to act as a dead man, a dead boy. So when I went to that program,
who paid him? Which
church? O.C. Benjamin.
Was in O.C. Benjamin's church?
Yes, program. So when I saw somebody coming out from the
Coffin, it was okay. Okay, when you die, you okay?
But the whole yard is not aware of the death.
Okay, died and was taken to a prophet, and his name was.
I said, how come? God. So 2 days I saw the young man. I said,
okay, when did you die?
The young man said, then you there and I don't know what your fellow pastors are doing. I said, tell me, what are they doing? Everybody should go ask us. I told him, but it's your people aware that you died.
It was an emergency bed.
It was an emergency bed.
Oh God. This prophet, you were serious.
So this, after I might have survived in that area of, Python, through Mbaka's prayer adoration, I got freedom. Then December, I hosted again. That one carried poster. He was the one who even printed the poster. I'm talking about Prophet Chus Ojena Mom. This one, whenever you're watching TikTok or one of his programs, you will be hearing Mama Tony. I beg, help him.
Okay, Mama Tony is like the PA.
Is like assistant. The PA. Is like
usher.
By interpreter.
Okay.
Backing him.
Backing the prophet.
Backing the prophet. Give him ego to fly. So that Mama Tony, he has not even tell us what he's doing with Mama Tony. So what am I trying to say? This Chus Ojena Mo is a beast. When I say a beast, I mean I mean every word I said. This second time I hosted him at Nkaliki. The poster is here in my phone. That was 2018. That was when after I have gone through bad and then I have seen it all. So there is nothing one will say again or do. I will not know. So I hosted him at this hotel. After Motherless Baby. I will remember. So in that hotel we were discussing. That was when I discovered that he's a homo. Because I met him with a boy in that hotel, but I didn't meet him when they were doing anything. But the young man was just lying on the bed. So himself was talking with me. That when he came up to open door for me, I entered. He started telling me that I don't want to be a man. That if I want to be a man, there are places. In fact, he has a place he will take me to.
And you will become a man.
He's even the one that told me that as I see him, he's a beast. That there is nothing one will do to him, he will succeed. Chus Ojena Mo. He's from Enugu, but his ministry is here in Abuja. So, another one in Abakaliki, I always tell people, if you want to be a native doctor, be a native doctor. If you want to be a pastor,
be a pastor.
Be a pastor. According to him, he said that his family, all of them are native doctors, but his own, He converted it to church. Yet you are still using ofo. You know what they call ofo?
Yes.
Maybe
those traditional stuff.
Yes. That one, if you do him anything, he summon you in a shrine.
They should please summon me. I've been looking for who to summon me. And wherever pythons are called, you should come and appear. I want to anybody that has the power to summon me to your coven. I want to come. let's have a meeting.
That meeting will be a good one.
Say you have power, summon me spiritually. I want to come.
So this his name is Prophet Prince Okoye. He was at Afikbo Road, but he has left to hit top after Ukwakparata Bridge. In that hit up, after the bridge, immediately after the bridge, you will see his ministry. That one of his boys told me that he wanted to poison him by name Chukwuemeka. It answers, I think, apostle, is it prophet? This is their guy name. Like my own is, I'm known as the prophetic governor.
The prophetic governor.
That is my name.
Powerful name.
The prophetic governor. That is what I'm known. Any other?
Is there anybody whose name is prophetic president? Let's know that the ranks. Okay, well, I've seen a prophetic general. I've seen that one.
You can see prophetic general. You can see Onowu.
I've seen a commander.
Commander.
Prophetic commander.
So you can get that. But my own, anybody that answers.
When I not try to collect my own name.
What is your own name?
I still think I'm. You should not collect all the name. Prophet Odudu Bareba. So
anyway, even my plate number carries that the prophetic governor. So
customized plate number.
Yes. So what am I trying to say? This prophet Prince Okoye, he say his name is the son of Onowu. People don't know the meaning of Onowu. He told me that Onowu is a shrine. It's a deity. He told me. We have been a friend for long.
But in Igbo language, Onowu means different thing. Onowu is like the right-hand man of
a king,
a prime minister. Yes. in ancient Igbo kingdom.
But in the other way, they have also Onowu in their kingdom. So he said that Onowu is a deity. It's a deity. Him himself, he wanted to join that black prophet. This one I'm talking about. This prophet Chuks. He wanted to join the black prophet. Because I told him my experience.
Okay, he wanted to leave his own group and join.
He has many groups. That young man has many groups. He has many masks. You
want to belong to every.
He's a general overseer in that kingdom. That is any group, any as far as this is the place is that there is power now. If you tell him that this is where power is, he will
enter. Why are they not coming to me for power?
You have power.
I have so many power that I have not used.
Is it the one of Odumeje?
I mean, they supply Odumeje power. That is why they have not been able to spiritually attack me now. Oh, you think it's ordinary? Have power, come and buy.
That's why I've come
and buy some power.
That's why I've come to buy one. So that young man, sincerely, if you shoot him again, it will not enter.
You should come. Let me test it with my pop action.
I don't know pop action.
Oh, you don't know about that one?
I don't know about that one. Whether it will enter. Whether it will enter. So he's there sleeping with women, both members and then otherwise. There was even a time police arrested him. They met him suddenly and then carry all his charms. How he closed that chapter is what nobody can tell. I went police station to to intercede on. They told me that this is not what we are talking about.
Which police station is that?
This state CID.
In Abuja here?
No.
State CID in Abakaliki.
Yes. They arrested him. One of his member claimed that he's sleeping with her, also sleeping with their daughter. The lady has a school. Also, the woman also accused him of duping her, that is collecting her car.
Her car?
Yes.
Try.
So there are a lot of atrocities going on, all in the name of church. All in the name of church. Miracles today is not what we think of. I'm telling you, there are still real miracles. I don't doubt that one. But when you see fake, you will know that this one is fake. When you see fake, you will know.
You know that this one is RNG?
It's pure RNG. Pure RNG. Pure RNG. I'm just telling you. Pure RNG. Pure RNG. Like they have coordinators
that coordinate these RNG miracles.
Yes, and they do know that members are the one contributing to all this nonsense. Because where the gospel will be preached to them, they don't go there. What they are after is miracle. So everybody, every pastor, check it very well now. Everybody want to answer a prophet. Even there was even a time they wanted to convince me to be doing RNG. But I can't. It doesn't, as far as this work is concerned, there's something my mom told me, that as far as she's the one that carried me in 9 months, that what God cannot give me, I will not get it from anywhere. And then I have seen that works in several ways. That what others do in the name of ministry, if I try to do it, it will be a problem to me. It will be a serious problem to me. That is why I'm not careful. I'm not careful. Ambassador Wisdom, Madoka, is it Madokwe or Madoka?
Yes.
That follows
Uchume's friend, Abi Papa. Abi which one?
Now they are club member now. Which one is Papa? They are working hand to hand. My sister told me that he wanted to sleep with her. My sister told me that Wisdom wanted to sleep with my sister, with her. Even my mom, do you know that this Uchumo of a 10, let me talk about it a little, please. This Uchumo of a 10, when he was still Uchumo, like I said, I don't know of now. You know, there was a time Uchumo was real.
No, there was never a time it was real. Okay. I can tell you that for free.
Okay.
Because during that time that you're calling, you're saying it was real.
27.
During that period, except before he became a pastor, you know, he was first a music minister before he now rebranded to a pastor and became a pastor. So during that, Uchume, I've worked with Uchume knows his boy that is working for him, who used to live in the same house.
Okay. That 2007, do you know why I said Uchume, when Uchume was, I don't know if there was a place he got on that, but I'm just telling you my own experience. Even through this Uchume, my mom being alive today, Uchume prayer too helped. So, but I don't want to go there because I don't know how you met him, how you know him. But I'm just saying my own experience. When Uchume was Uchume, during his wedding, I drove my bike from Afikpo to Umahi. I wore this Royal Rangers uniform so that I won't be disturbed by police. I was in that wedding from the beginning of his wedding to the end. When he hosted his largest, even up to now, he can't get that crowd again. At Afikpo, that more than 10,000 people that came for that program. Uchume hosted a program. Even there was even a girl who came out. He gave a prophecy about you have ace, that your pastor is aware of all those things. So go to test. Tomorrow the person brought a test results that is now
negative.
Negative, no more positive. So that is song. I was one of the people that sold that song in Afikpo during his crusade. In Africa, he made money. Hi. I may say it free of charge that the money he made from that program was the same money he used to marry his wife. I will tell you that free. That he made that money. He made money. The crowd, I said the crowd he pulled. I have been following him. He has never pulled that crowd again. It was after him then this Rehamboki came. Within that 2:9. That was when he got married. After that program, some months, he got married. So that money will not disappear. So he has to invest it somewhere. So when Uchume was Uchume, I'm still saying it, I don't know of now, because I followed him. I have even carried his Bible. When the same Jeffa invited him for a program, I carried his Bible. So that time we were all innocent. And then we thought all of them are innocent like us. We were looking for, means of tapping grace. We never know that the grace we want to tap is the wrong one. And that's why some ministers are now failing. Because the grace we believed at earlier starting was not the real one. That's why when you come up, you don't have any other option than to join them, to do what they are doing, to survive. Same that 2017, I came to run my ministry there in Abakaliki. That was when this EC Emmanuel came up. EC Emmanuel has suffered. He was at his family house doing his ministry in a low key. So maybe hunger did not allow him again. He saw means of breaking out, he break out. Few months, the mother died. The mother died. So,
and now even on Monday morning, his church will be filled up.
If that young man give 5 prophecies, I can tell you that 4 or 3 is arranging.
The other one is prediction.
The other one is prediction. He can predict. Maybe you tell one of the counseling there and discuss something with him. He now turn the other side and give you as a prophecy. We know what these people are doing.
Interesting. Wow.
That same EC man, his sister has not gotten married though. But to see Benjamin, any day see Benjamin marry. If you see Benjamin, I don't know whether their own. It was even by force EC man I got married though. People were talking, so he has to. But the sister has not gotten married. Same with Osi Benjamin. Go and check.
No, I'm very much aware.
Go and check. Osi Benjamin cannot marry. Osi Benjamin cannot marry.
He cannot marry.
He cannot marry.
They told him not to get married.
Maybe that's what they told him. That's why he has not gotten married at his age.
Are you sure he has not gotten married because of his love for women?
Osi Benjamin has not gotten married. You can tell me maybe he has a son somewhere, a child somewhere.
Maybe he has not gotten married because of his love for women, not because something they told him not to.
I don't think so.
Because I know Ben very, very well now.
To marry does not stop you. If you want to cheat, you cheat.
That commitment is very arrogant human being. To commit to a woman is difficult. It's been a wonderful one, people of God. Is there any other thing you want to still add?
That should be later. There's one other 2 persons that I want to get some information before I say it.
Because if we end this show now, we're not coming back.
Okay.
So if there's any other thing you want to add, the floor is still open.
Maybe when I remember, I will come.
Okay. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a wonderful ride. And as usual, this has been very explosive. The information is very exciting, saddening, annoying at the same time. The atrocities that some of these people commit in the name of God is something that is unspeakable. And also unbearable for people like us who have not been able to comfortably sleep at night, knowing that there are wolves out there eating the sheep they were supposed to protect. Thank you for watching, and remember to watch our previous videos and understand that everything we're doing here is not because we hate the church. No, we are bringing sanitation to the church of God. We are trying to, cleanse the church of some of these wicked, treacherous, and greedy men who call themselves prophets and pastors. And thank you, the prophetic governor, for the courage to expose some of the things we've exposed today are very, very powerful secret that I believe those who are watching us are going to take heed and be able to become more careful and more aware of the tricks of these end time prophets.